here before I pick someone to read the message of the day from last week.
I'll read it because I know that if Andy, you pick Andy to read it, and then we'll have like an explosion.
I don't think anybody should be reading it.
I was just gonna volunteer Andy.
Well, I mean, if you want to volunteer Andy, you can volunteer him. I'm okay with that.
I'm not talking to you.
Is this you, Paul, or me?
No, that was to Mike.
Oh, okay.
Well then.
All right. Anyway,
there should be only one person reading this.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
The person that volunteers.
All right. It's part 9, right?
Should be part 10. No, yeah, part 9. 10's tonight.
Unit 27 makes a mad dash from the Zig's exit, killing the last of the mummies as they flee the rising necrotic black flood. Once outside, they see the oncoming onslaught of undead ranging from zombified crocodiles to hollow, malted spider husks. In the distant range, they see something moving. It's Dorothy. She's completely annihilating them with her overpowered spell. Then some bullshit happened that no one cares about. All right, so a massive black serpent with a skull for a head emerges from the sheets of falling water, effortlessly destroying the waves of undead as if they were mere flies. The Fey Titan, known as the Voice of Rot. Actually, did we ever actually find out if it was called the Voice of Rot?
You
think so.
pretty much inferred that based off of what you were seeing and history check.
Probably Delft would have told us, if nothing else.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The Fey Titan, known as the Voice of Rot, turns and speaks to the agents, ordering to harm or kill an escaped beast from a distant plane. Dorothy thinks the Voice of Rot agreed to be her pet. All right, retconning that. Dorothy knows the Voice of Rot agreed to be her pet, and it's awesome. Using the ritual provided by Gale, Dorothy was able to track the planar energies of the escaped creature back to Flint. Unit 27 spoke with Delph briefly, obtaining a search warrant. On the way out of HQ, Dorothy tracked planar energy to the holding cells in the basement where the team met Rock Krakus again. They bargained with him a favor for his release. Delft agreed. Unit 27 went to arrest Caius, but found he had been murdered. Apparently, Unit 9 had been heard talking about the murder earlier before the murder was allegedly reported. The team went to see Zambria for further questioning, but found her apartment ransacked and then followed the planar energy out the back of the building over a fence and eventually to Lady Saxby's manor, where they learned of a break-in the night before. Tracking the energy further, they learned that Zambria chartered a ship called the Dagger. They also noticed another ship named Ildrakan de Mirror, captained by a Tiefling woman, set out on the same heading. The team has discussed contacting Captain Rutger Smith to use the RNS Impossible to pursue Zambria.
Thank you. And I edited that as you were talking. Instead of a search warrant, you actually obtained an arrest warrant for Caius Bergeron before you found him dead.
Okay, but I mean, we did actually ask for a search warrant. Well, I asked for a search warrant, I remember.
I was thinking, no, it was going to be an arrest warrant because
no, I agree.
It had everything.
No, I agree. It should have been an arrest warrant, but I know I actually said the words search warrant.
Okay. All right. So the last thing I think we did was you briefly talked about contacting the captain about using the RNS Impossible.
Yeah, we just said we were going to go do it.
Yeah. So you are currently at, well, you were at Caius Bergeron's hotel room at the crime scene, technically, because we did that whole flashback thing, which was dumb. I wish I would have done it in the correct order, but whatever. So at this point, where do you want to go?
I don't remember. How much of a head start did they have? They had like a day. Right?
At this point, they are at 14 hours or so already.
All right, we gotta hurry. Can we get the map of Flint, please?
I would assume that the first stop would be Mama June's or whatever that place is called for some cookies.
Well, it's your house now, but yeah, that is a great idea. We obviously will need supplies if we're going out in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Cookies and beer.
Ugh.
That's why we set up our place as a one-stop shop.
Mm. It's absolutely right.
Okay, so Parody Lake. I believe Parody Lake District is going to be over by where number 7 is. So that's where the Silver Swan is. No, wait. Silver Swan's in Blossom Strand. It's over by B. So where do you want to actually go to first from there? Back to home base? Back to the other boot?
Wait,
Yeah,
what is the Silver Swan?
The hotel that you're at where the
Where
crime
we're
scene is.
trying to arrest that guy? I thought the thing said that we were like looking at ships last.
No,
We were
That's-
arranging to look at a ship, I think.
you were talking about.
Well, at the end of it said we gone to look for
Okay.
Zambria, and then we followed the planar energy and found some boats.
Yeah, that is also in Blossom Strand.
Okay.
So that would be the docks at B.
I mean, I would assume. I mean, I would assume our first thing was we would just go to Delft and try to requisition a ship.
Okay.
I mean, it's a time thing.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't have time to go hang out and do, other things.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, but we'll do it anyway because we're irresponsible.
What game are you playing? So
Red Dead
it takes you
Redemption
about
2.
an hour to travel by carriage back to headquarters. You can stop in and get some food and whatnot to take into Delph's office and munch on while, since you're right there across the street. As you walk up the stairs, you notice that things seem to be in a little bit of disarray. She's not at her desk. She seems to be like walking around carrying, shuffling papers, looking for something. And Delph's office door is wide open, and he seems to be shuffling papers too.
Okay.
I think this is ipso taco moment. Take over.
Ipso tacos on a
What?
Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, anybody else can ask what's going on. Me.
I don't know. It sounded like he said Ipso Tac was on it. But
No, I said ipso tacos on a pee-pee break.
Well, obviously, Dorothy being second in command will take over and be
Okay.
like, like, what's and Assistant Inspector Delft? What is going on? Why are you shuffling papers? What's going on?
Delph looks up from his desk and his frantic paperwork shuffling, and he says, "What was your code name?" It was
Ghost. Yeah.
Ghost. Okay, Agent Ghost. What are you doing here?
Good question. What are we doing here, guys?
here to requisition a ship.
It's right.
Zambria's getting away.
He throws his hands in the air and rolls his eyes and says, "Not more paperwork. Just go away."
So let me get this
basically, we
straight.
just
You're
wasted
telling
an
us to
hour.
steal ship.
No, of course not. Don't steal anything.
I heard steal a ship. He said steal a ship right there.
Well, out of character here. I understood it that we needed to go over and talk to somebody who had a ship, and we were going to ask if we could borrow it or he could take it out for us, type thing.
Change our mind.
That was part of the discussion at last session. Yeah.
All right. So basically, we just wasted an hour coming back here.
Well, hold on. Isn't the Impossible at number 5 in the Royal Shipyard?
Normally it would be, yes.
So I mean, as far as we're aware, we made a slight detour to go to number 3, where RHE headquarters is. So we're not really that far off.
Right.
Well, as I understood it, the way things were.
You understood it wrong.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we just had a whole discussion where Paul said, you know, we should probably go to RAC headquarters to try and requisition a ship instead of just going to the yard and just hoping that there's a ship that we can just hop on.
Yeah, and I don't remember any other discussion about acquiring a ship, so I wasn't sure what else we were supposed to do.
Yeah, that was last session, is when it was briefly discussed. So Delft, he opens up one of the drawers of his desk and starts rifling through like wooden folder or wooden paper separator, and pulls out a couple of forms and says, "What kind of ship do you need, and when do you need it?"
We need the one with the laser gun, right? Right, Toty?
Yes, obviously.
We
Plus-
need the giant gun.
We
Hmm?
saved that ship, so I feel like, you know, it's partially ours at this point. It owes us its
excellent.
life.
Cold tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Delft looks up from his paperwork and says, "That ship's not even in Flint. It's out in deep sea trials at the moment. You won't be able to get that one."
You mean someone stole our ship? I'd like to file a missing ship report.
I feel like Delft would want to throw something at you right now, but
That's assault! An innocent little girl?
Only one part of that sentence that was correct.
so he says,
The little part.
I can
Yeah,
get
the
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say the little.
I can get you a cutter, but it's going to take about 3 days.
That's not healthy.
Wow, that was dark, Paul.
We're on. What are you talking about? We're on fire tonight.
So if that's all you need, it'll take 3 days to get the requisition pushed through.
Oh, Jesus.
Where is this going to be going?
Good question. We don't really know.
Well, you've got that map.
Well, we don't really know where it's going. We just know that it was a boat that left, right? That we're going to chase it.
Yeah, we're chasing after Zambia. That's all
Well,
we know.
No, you do know that Zambria is most likely heading for the other star on the map.
Oh. Okay, that definitely wasn't made clear.
Sorry. So
That was this other ziggurat that was in the like Chaos's notes or whatever, right?
yeah,
I don't remember where that was.
I believe it was off Bear, BER.
Yeah, that's good lords. For an adventure path, they really put a lot of lore into this. I forget what was Bear's deal.
It's like the monster races.
I see.
Furry with big claws. They love honey.
Okay.
I'm double checking to make sure it's either Bear or Chrysilier.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Andy. I mean, 3 of us have played this module twice now, and we still can't get the story straight and forget stuff. It's way too complicated.
So you kind of unfurl the map and say, we need to take the boat to here. This is where she's going.
Yes,
And
that's what we
Delph kind
say.
of looks up at you and says, she who?
Oh, Jesus.
The demon from the other dimension, of course.
His eyes just kind of glaze over and he says, okay, so this is connected to the crazy teacher?
Oh, welcome to the program.
How important is this mission? Like, is 3 days going to be too long?
Yeah.
Might be a little.
There is one option. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but you can always try the impossible. That will get you there faster, but you're going to have to persuade the captain in order to get him to take you out there.
Could you do me a favor?
So we're back to stealing ships.
Could you share the message of the day again?
Let me find it.
Out of curiosity, is Zambria's ship the Dagger a cutter?
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
feel like that's very makes
Okay,
sense.
so we discussed contacting the captain in charge of the Impossible, the very ship that Jelft is telling us about now.
Right.
Yes.
Because it's
Okay.
the only other faster ship available at the moment. But it's typically not something that you would normally be able to use.
No ship's faster than Black Pearl.
Well, again, it's like, I mean, never mind.
So we can take
No,
the cutter
say
or
it,
whatever
Andy.
it was to the coal tongue, and then the coal tongue will be faster, right? And get us there the rest of the way.
No. What's on your mind, Andy?
Well, nothing. Like I said, it's like, as we know about the Impossible. We know where the Zambria ship left from, because we were just there. Or did I infer that incorrectly?
No,
No,
you're
I think
correct.
that was right.
Okay, so we just went back, and where is the Impossible located? Same
It's
place?
well, it's no, it's not the same place that you just left. It's in this district, but up at the shore, so it's not very far from you. The problem, though, is that the Impossible is in dock until after a dignitary function later this evening that the captain has to attend.
So that seems like a good time to take the impossible.
Delft, he kind of looks at the ceiling for a second and says, I can get you in if you can behave in a dignified manner and not make me look like an ass.
Okay, one, you don't need us for that. Two, have you met us?
What are you talking about? We are the height of dignity.
You're not very high on anything.
No
That's
cookies.
because I ran out of Fate Pepper cookies. Exactly, just like Aera said.
I was talking about your height, but whatever.
Well, that's just a low blow.
You would know about it.
Mhm. My specialty.
Ew!
Ew.
The only problem that I foresee you having with this particular function is that it is a formal ball being thrown by the Lord Viscount himself. And it's at the mayor's manor island.
Oh, you mean the mayor who hates us?
Um,
No, because
the mayor doesn't hate you. You
Oh,
you
okay.
don't
No,
actually.
we killed that mayor. That's right.
No, this is the mayor of Flint itself.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I know there's
It's
a mayor that
No,
we hate.
Roland Stanfield. He's
Don't worry, Andy. I had the same thought at first as well.
yeah. I know who you're talking about, and no, it's not him. So Delft retrieves another piece of paperwork, scribbles something on it, and hands it to Dorothy, since she was the one that was kind of spearheading the conversation, and says,
Leader of the group.
Have at it.
"Present this at the mayor's island at 10 p.m. I'm sorry, no, 8 p.m.
Excellent.
Be sure that you go in formal attire or formal uniform."
Hmm.
Two things we do not have.
Actually,
Do we have a uniform?
Aera, Gargenyn, and Dorothy all have formal attire because we got
They
it
do,
definitely made.
Yep. We
'Cause
went
you
to
what?
dinner. Because we went to dinner.
right?
Now,
And there would probably be enough time for Taliesin to whip up a couple of suits for Toty and Tachael if they asked him.
I'll be in a wheelchair, which pretty much counts as formal attire, because no one's going to say anything to a disabled gnome.
he's got you there.
At least have a nice shirt.
No,
I mean,
I'm sure Toty has some deep-ish clothes.
Have Taliesin make some tails for your spider tank.
I was gonna say make him shine his legs.
Make it all polished.
Put on your formal spider legs. The ones that have little tiny spats on them.
I'm a little worried
No.
about what Taliesin wants to polish.
God.
Listen, just give yourself and Clickety a bow tie. Done.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, clickety in a bow tie.
Okay, so do you have anything that you want to do between now and 8 p.m.?
Well, it'd probably be a good idea to go over and get them working on getting our supplies ready.
Okay.
Yeah, can we put in a requisition for stuff?
What kind of stuff?
Things that
Other
go,
than the ship.
things that go boom.
Well, yes, of
explosives.
course. We always put in requisition for explosives. Some healer kits.
Explosives will be denied again.
We're still going to do
Love
it.
to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put in a requisition with Kira.
Maybe Andy, how are you looking on bullets? Maybe you want to get some more of those.
Oh yeah, I think someone was out, weren't they?
It
Yeah,
was me. I'll get
Dorothy.
more.
Dorothy gave Tachiel a bunch of bullets last session,
Yeah.
but you both might want to top up.
Mhm.
I got 100 bullets, so I'm probably good.
Only
I'll get a
100?
whole.
Yeah, only 100. I don't shoot my gun that much.
I know.
You know.
And she's too busy shooting her mouth. But bump.
Yes, that's a very accurate statement. I agree with that.
I am all sorts of sassy.
I think we're all on our game tonight. We're doing a really good job, guys.
Entertaining.
That was world class Danny. That was Danny that hit everyone in the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like
you're
I
right.
need,
We are on our game.
I feel like I need a shower. That was so much damage. I feel dirty.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fast forward us a little bit to the actual ball. It's not like a masquerade ball or anything. It's just, a fancy dress party.
What a shock. We trying to get to the ball. No.
Wow.
You don't gotta be offended because it's true.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, though the nobles are generally distinguished and polite, Ricer is a tropical country, so they party pretty well. Energetic music, lavish choreographed dances, and heated arguments fill out the night, culminating in a drunken general throwing a pie out a window for reasons that aren't quite clear.
Throw a pie out the window?
Yeah, it's just a paragraph that's in here for
Wow.
this particular scene.
People are
So,
weird.
who is going to try to? Oh, before we go any further, everyone make me a perception check
No.
in the tower.
I'll do it, but only if we can do it out of the tower.
Nope, in the tower.
Then Dorothy's closing her eyes.
I'm just gonna roll it anyway.
Andy, you crit. So, Tachael, as you're making your way to the ball, or just like right as you're about to enter the front doors of the mansion, you see out of the corner of your eye someone in dark clothing, kind of skirting the shadows, and you
Everybody's in
feel
dark
like they're
clothing.
following you.
Guys, don't want to alarm you, but I think we're being followed.
Oh my god!
It's probably just my fans.
After you say something, you turn back to look at the person again, and they're gone. So you get the distinct impression that someone or something is following you right now.
Sure looks like we're being followed.
All right. So who in the group, if anyone, has the Yarosol veteran feat? I want to say I know there's at least one.
Was it?
Yeah, it's Gargenyn.
That's probably Eve's character.
I was gonna say, wasn't it Baron?
No. Looks like it is Gargenyn. Display of heroism. So during the night, Brandon.
You gotta
Um,
display your heroism.
No. The Lord Viscount happens
girl shall
to
swoon.
approach you. And in kind of his droll, dignitary tone, he says, I've heard a lot about your exploits in the war, and I just wanted to say thank you for your service to the country and your service in the RHC. It's good to see that people of your kind are...
Oh my god, that's so racist. That's so
jeez.
racist. Jesus.
Oh, that reminds me. So today, class, we're doing culture. We're talking about culture and
Oh,
race
God.
and stuff. And this girl in class, I can't remember what exactly she's talking about, but she used the term colored people or colored.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
So like all the black girls, they're like not all sitting next to each other, but they're all pretty close to each other. So like that whole side of that whole area of the room was like, oh my, like you just hear the outrage. And one of them goes, "It's not her fault. She's from the country." And then the teacher had to tell her, like, we don't use the term colored.
Wow.
It was funny.
So Lord Viscount, he's talking to Gargenyn, and he's expressing his thanks for his service to the country and for his time in the RHC.
I think the Lord Viscount is thirsty.
No, he's not. And he says,
Want some big meat?
Want to come up and see my
Gargenyn, are you going to mention to the Lord Viscount about the current investigation at all?
I'm going to extend my hand to shake his hand and say what people while raising an eyebrow first.
Oh,
I don't think I'm going to let that slip.
Looking down at him.
You. I mean, one thing you need to know about Lord Viscount is that he is military.
Is a
personnel.
racist motherfucker.
It's not racism. He's talking about military personnel.
Let me guess, he's from the country?
No. He's talking about military personnel serving the country in other capacities after their retirement.
That's not what he meant.
He needs some sensitivity training.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
offended. I am offended for you, Gargenyn.
Then
I say
I'm
we
going to
burn this
mention to
motherfucker
the
the ground.
bite count, he should choose his words more wisely.
Oh, get all up in his face too.
Wow.
I know how this. I know what we should be doing, but this is so much more fun. So keep going.
So,
I think we found our new bridge.
as you're talking, the two of you are kind of wander out onto the balcony, and he's
Told
standing
you
there
was
smoking
thirsty.
a cigar, and he wants to know if you have any interest in politics or higher stations.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to sound like he's trying to get some information or bribe.
Sounds like he's trying to get something, all right.
Just trying to go to the ball.
All the way
Mhm.
to the wall.
I think I'm going to mention to him that I prefer to stay on the front lines.
Oh my god.
Okay. So,
Oh my god. I'm so glad it's not just me.
do you have any interest in leading from the front lines?
When are these guys just gonna do it already?
Yeah, no
Oh
kidding.
my
Mhm.
god.
The sexual tension is uncanny. It's palpable.
You guys are so dirty. I hate you all.
What? We didn't write this.
No.
What was that, Jason Derulo?
Right.
It has crossed my mind. The leadership thing, not the other thing.
Too late.
Oh, that's bravo.
It's like God. It's like, where's the Barry White CD when you need it?
Oh my god.
Let's get it on. Flag.
So, as you are talking and he's discussing the chance at a possible promotion down the line,
Jesus.
but he expresses that he's uncomfortable sending someone with your potential.
One of you people.
Mhm.
No. So,
Mhm.
got me all choked up there. Sending someone with your potential off without on such a dangerous mission like the one that you're embarking on tonight without support. So he offers to send a small contingent of soldiers with you, with Unit 27, on this mission.
So he's
Sounds like a
offering him
trap.
some of his semen.
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh god! Poor Wee. It's like your little railroad has gone off the rails.
Oh.
Oh my god!
I apologize. I apologize to all the
No,
No,
people
you
not
don't.
listening
You
to
don't
this.
apologize for that.
That was awesome. You know what? You're just picking up what Wee's putting down. That's all it is.
He's reading quite into it as well. Well, as much as I appreciate the added security, I prefer to trust the people that I work with and my team that we are than some strangers who might stab us in the back.
I'm just more worried about having to babysit.
Mm.
And danger just means opportunity.
He looks at you, Gargenyn, and kind of shocked, and says, "You're going to turn down the opportunity to show that you have command potential because you don't trust people?"
If we can complete this with fewer people, it shows we're more proficient than in a larger group.
I suppose you're not wrong there. I guess if you insist on not accepting assistance, then I'll have to honor that request. I just do hope that it doesn't become a regret later on down the road.
We'll see. Only time can tell.
Which means Wee's gonna try and kill us.
So we are going to turn to the rest of the group. So while this is going on, let me get Aera, Toty, Toucha-Eel, and Dorothy all to roll a d6 for me each. All right, so
Way to go, Dorothy. Ruin the pattern.
Dorothy and
What?
Toucha-Eel,
Yeah, it did ruin it.
the two of you are kind of wandering around, and you both happen to lock eyes on the captain at the same time.
Are we gonna have to fight for him now?
No,
We're gonna fight over the captain.
Toty.
Yeah.
Is it Dean?
Oh my god.
Dean?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna win that fight then.
Listen,
No.
I'm missing watching the new episode right now.
Because I will push down a little girl to get to Dean.
Listen, we can use teamwork to double team Dean.
Oh god.
Wow.
Okay, Dan, I need another shower. Thank you.
My god.
Oddly enough, it's a cold one this time.
So, Toty, you happen to catch, or you happen to notice someone that kind of stands out. It's someone that you've seen before. You remember seeing him on the Coal Tongue briefly. He's a kind of a pale blue-skinned deva dressed in noble's robes.
Okay.
As the four of you are walking around, the deva turns and notices Toty there and approaches him pretty quickly. His face kind of lights up with a smile, and it almost makes you uneasy. But he introduces himself as Roland Stanfield, the mayor of Flint. You know that he has been the mayor of Flint for a very, very, very long time through multiple reincarnations.
Okay.
Like they need some term limits.
Yeah.
He puts his hand out to shake your hand.
Mine? Okay. I'll
Yes.
shake his hand.
He says, "You're
AIDS.
with the RHC,
Now you have
aren't
AIDS.
Yes, I am.
Okay, we
you?" I
got bad.
thought I recognized you. You were with that really tall, handsome gentleman on the Coal Tongue. You're one of the folks from the unit that saved us.
Yep, that's us. Unit 27.
I knew I recognized you. Are you here with the rest of your team?
Doesn't care
Everyone's
about
there,
the
right?
doesn't care about the rest of the team. He's looking
Yeah.
for Bayorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, everyone else is here except for the tall, handsome gentleman.
Oh, well, that's a shame, but I'm glad to see that Delft and the Lord Viscount let you out of your cages long enough. I know they keep you all tied up with business all the time.
Jeez, Lee.
What?
You just can't stop.
Mm-hmm.
What did
Stop
you know?
projecting your thoughts onto us.
You gotta make everything sexual all the time.
What the hell?
I'm just-
I'm telling you, he's such a pig. You're gonna have to find him a boyfriend or something.
Yeah, they let us out every once in a while. Mostly when they need things done.
Oh,
like
are you
all
here
the
on
time.
business tonight?
Kind of.
I'm honestly not completely sure why we're here. A little foggy on the details. I just know I was told to dress up and come here.
Oh, well, I hope you do enjoy yourself while you're here then.
Thanks.
So we will turn to Dorothy and Toucha-Eel. Are either one of you going to approach the captain?
All right. Well, do we have to wrestle in
The
Jello?
captain.
No.
Boats.
Well, I think what happens is that Dorothy taps Tichaio's next to her, and she's like, "There's the captain. We should go over and talk to her." Him.
All right.
Talk
So
to him.
so this is the captain of the
Does he look
Impossible. Yeah.
of the
Or
Impossible.
happy?
Okay. So okay, yeah. So what's his general demeanor? Does he look like he's a raging douche canoe, or does he
No.
look approachable?
We talk to him. He's nice.
Does he look happy from like the nose down and angry from the eyes up? Or the nose up?
Pretty much. Yeah, he's got that customer service smile going. He's
Oh my God,
greasy
Paul,
palms.
you're awesome. I love you, man. That was great.
But he looks like he is bored out of his mind.
Oh God, I know the feeling.
Want to go on an adventure?
Oh, burn.
Is he playing in one of your games? I mean,
Mhm.
That's just mean.
It is.
yeah, get over it. All right, so we approach him, and we're all like, "Yo, Captain, my Captain."
Dorothy
So-
salutes him. It's like, Captain, sir.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
captain kind of
nobody
turns
can
on
see
his
down there.
heel, expecting to see some other pompous windbag trying to get some FaceTime with him. And he
Dude,
sees
Dorothy's right there.
he sees Tachiel there, and he instantly remembers the mask. And then he kind of looks around for Dorothy's voice, and then he looks down and his eyes light up. Little
Okay, that's-
friend,
Okay, that's the
so good to see you again.
little creepy.
good.
Because the last couple times that y'all encountered him, Dorothy and he had long conversations about religion.
Little.
Yeah, I thought it was like philosophy or
Yeah.
like religion.
Yeah, philosophy and religion. Yeah.
Dorothy is very wise in these
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah, well, if he asks you to see his etchings, just say no.
I'm going to ignore that one.
Clickity's prancing around, showing off his new costume.
And you've got a few of the party goers kind of smiling and clapping, trying to get him to dance while all this is going on. But
God, Paul.
what now?
He just sent an
Oh
updated
my
picture
God.
of Clackety. Looks great.
He's so dashing.
Got
He's sure to get a date.
a little steampunk top hat on.
I feel like this should be his all the time portrait from now on.
It probably will be. I'm probably gonna change it here.
It's a dapper motherfucker. He makes us all look like losers. Even Tichaio, who also
Hey.
has a top hat on.
Well, yeah.
Listen,
that's because I-
I mean, he's just got you beat there. I mean,
No.
You need. Oh,
No.
get a monocle. Get a monocle. Get a monocle.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
So as you're talking with the captain, what all are you wanting to say to him?
we need your ship.
Yes.
He's kind of taken aback, and he says,
Well, and he's like, what? Okay, let me explain it. And I explained the whole situation to him.
so you explain, can you give me kind of like just the TLDR of the explanation?
We need your ship.
We need your ship. I thought that was pretty clear.
No, come on. Listen, we
on now.
we tell him that, we met a Fey Titan and it was badass and it's totally my pet now. And my pet said that we have to go stop this demon that's possessing a woman who escaped on a ship, at this point almost a day ago. And we need the fastest ship in the fleet, which is his ship.
See, the way that Dorothy keeps going over and slipping in the fact that she, thinks that she has a Fey Titan as a pet, kind of reminds me of Dean telling everybody he killed Hitler.
Oh my god, it does.
It's like I killed Hitler.
What?
So
Maybe you did.
So yeah, so basically we go over. Yeah, I mean, it's like he. Yeah, I mean Dorothy got
Okay.
most points.
So Captain Smith, he kind of blushes a little bit and says, well, it's not the fastest ship in the fleet. I mean, that honor still goes to the Cold Tongue, but she is the second fastest. And
Oh well, we only want the first festival. So.
Oh yeah, never mind then.
Yeah, we only want the best.
but he
Only the
says
best
that
for us.
yeah, I can make arrangements if as long as you clear it through your boss, and get me the
We already
requisition
have.
paperwork. Excellent. Then we can
And
leave
we
tonight
have the
at
paperwork,
midnight.
right? We have the paperwork, right?
You had filled out paperwork for a cutter, but I mean, you can easily get it filled out or adjusted for.
Forged.
Well, I mean, does he need it like right now, or is it
No.
something that we need to
Like,
provide to him later on?
You would need it before you leave at midnight.
Okay, so basically he's just taking my word for
Yeah. For right now.
it. Exactly.
We're members of the RHC. It'd be like if a policeman walked up to you and said like, "I need to borrow your thing," and then you were like, "Yeah," you'd be like, "All right, yeah, I probably trust him," or
Yeah,
not.
Exactly.
No.
So he seems amenable to the idea of chasing down this crazy demon-possessed bitch, and everything that goes along. Just because like Tachiel and Dorothy are like, hey, we need you to do us a solid. So
Plus, we're best friends.
yeah, at this point, you're essentially calling in a level 6 favor for RHC status. There's a whole mechanic in this set of modules. So you're going to be able to use the impossible, and like I said, it'll leave at midnight, and it's going to get you there a lot faster than the cutter, and it's gonna be, pretty
Awesome.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. Anything else that you want to do while you're at the party? Oh, Dorothy, since you're here, you happen to bump into your contact who is here, the one that had you track down her missing pet chameleon.
Is she still
Erin's here? No, I gave Erin back her lizard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we did that in the downtime between.
All right. Yeah.
Part 1 and 2.
I didn't remember exactly when that happened.
Yeah, it was Erin, the Aera Coca from that you originally met at the Soggy Boot. She happens to see you talking to Captain Smith, and she walks over and she makes a big deal about you having helped her. And she begins to go on a tangential rant about the excellence of Unit 27.
Oh, we're used to that.
So this would be a bad time to point out how much more badass my pet is than hers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dorothy.
I won't do that.
It's not your pet.
Yeah.
What do you, Tichaio, what are you talking about?
It's not your pet.
You were there. You clearly heard the voice of Rot say that it was my pet.
I clearly heard you going over and making up shit that it was your pet.
Listen, I don't understand why you're denying this. It's very obvious that the voice of Rot is tremendously admires me and, just wants to lend me its service as a superior being.
The only thing that is clear, little girl, is that you're clearly delusional.
There's just no talking to you. There's no talking to you.
Oh, there's no talking to you either.
Sorry, we continue.
All right, so
Idiot.
It's been a couple hours. The party is winding down because these dignitaries and nobles, they like to go pretty hard, but they don't have that staying power anymore. I know.
So disappointing.
I had to.
So disappointing. Has anybody seen Gargenyn? He's still out there on the porch with the discount.
Yeah, the discount.
That was great. That was good. Bravo.
Thank you.
So yeah, he's been out there a good portion of the evening with the Lord Viscount. Just to remind you, the Lord Viscount is the one that's running the audit.
What audit?
Okay. Yeah.
The audit on the RHC headquarters, including your unit.
I bet he's running an audit on somebody's unit. Thank you.
What? I mean, come on. You said it. You literally said everything.
I literally said those exact words in that phrase. Yes, I understand. Okay. So let's see.
I just fear for Gargenyn's virtue. That's all I'm
All right, so at this point, you guys can head back and make sure that the paperwork is corrected before and collect your requisitioned goods.
Yes, explosives.
There are no explosives.
That's
Although
that's
I'm
you
sure the
know.
Impossible has a small armory that might contain some that you could use during.
Cannons.
That's you can't take that back. You said it now.
I know,
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
Quick, Dan, take notes.
I'm gonna take notes right now.
Yeah, write that in your notes.
Writing it.
We know you're the only one taking them.
Okay, so how many healers kits do I get?
You can have one more full healer's kit.
Alright.
I mean, they're pretty stingy with that shit.
Evidently.
Yeah, they
God.
like their agents to die.
Yeah.
Like we found it was more cost effective to let you guys die.
Yeah, healers kits cost money. REC agents cost nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, considering we're the only ones.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
That's because all the other ones are dead.
Yeah.
Or apparently evil.
Yep, that too. Yeah, I mean, you can't even go over and count Unit 9 as an actual unit. I mean, because seriously, what do they do? Oh, we're stuck. We're gonna call in, Unit 27 to go over and fix it. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're getting a little bit further along. Better take the credit. Assholes.
Okay, so around midnight, the five of you show up at the docks, ready to board the Impossible. The sailors on board are rushing around, getting ready to weigh anchor.
Hello, sailor.
Oh God! You happen to see Captain Smith kind of standing on the deck of the ship, pointing and shouting things at random people, getting them to complete their tasks.
God, he's so bossy.
And you are
You
met
bossy.
by at the gangplank, the boatswain.
The gang what?
The
The
gangplank.
botswan.
Oh,
Yeah, the boatswain, the kind of like the second in command. And he has been looking for you, trying to make sure that everything else is moving smoothly and that you're there and ready to board on time. And he motions you aboard the ship. But before you can actually step onto the deck, he requests the official requisition for the captain.
gonna give it to him. Give it to him good.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so
Was it good for him?
who is handing over the requisition?
Apparently, Toty. I think
Sounds like a job for Dorothy or Ipsotaka.
Agreed.
I hand him the paperwork
Okay.
that I'm assuming that Delph did sign.
I think by now we have learned how to sign for Delph.
Yeah, so I was think this is just it. So I don't even know why we went all the way back to RAC headquarters. Yeah, we could have just gone over and signed off for it ourselves.
That's a
it's
little bit better.
it's better to go. It's easier to ask forgiveness than to ask for permission. That should be
I'll
our new
remember
motto. That should be our new
So-
motto.
The captain, after the boatswain takes the requisition, he rushes over to the captain and hands it to him. The captain immediately spins around and looks for the five of you and walks over. And he requests information about your destination.
All right, we show on the map and say we want to go here.
Okay. So he immediately barks orders about a heading, and he says that you're going to be heading towards a small fishing village Pezzarillo, Pezzarillo, and he, the botsman kind of cocks his head and is like, "I'm not familiar with that one, Captain." And the captain says it's a couple hundred miles northwest of Bear's capital city of Seobriga, Seobrgia.
You would think the captain would know how to pronounce these places.
Shut the fuck up.
He's not from Bear, is he? I mean,
No, but I mean, he's traveled enough that he knows these places pretty well.
Apparently not that well.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
guess not. Yeah.
So it's going to take, he says that it's going to take about 3 days to get there at top speed.
God.
3 whole days.
Yeah, 3 whole days. Because it's a long trek. You're talking about going to another continent, essentially.
Well, when it takes like half a day to go to the other side of town, I mean,
Yeah, no
I guess it's not
kidding.
that surprising.
Yeah, really.
So at this point, is there anything that anyone wants to do during your downtime for these 3 days?
I think I want to level up.
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
do
sure
that
you
too.
would want to. But you are not.
Come on, haven't we been level 5 for like 6 months?
Yeah,
It
yes.
does seem like it's been freaking forever.
We haven't finished the module yet. That's your cutoff point for this level.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it does. That's why I really don't like the way that this levels up.
I know. So after the 3 days, you've spent quite a bit of time, kind of living and working side by side with the sailors on the ship. Dorothy's had some really great conversations with the captain about philosophy again. You got into one particularly heated argument about enacting revenge on behalf of the dead.
I feel like that's a great point.
He's
Yeah.
totally against it, but I mean, you with your connections, you're like, I don't see what the big deal is.
Of course, if they don't get their vengeance, they'll never rest.
Right.
That's just obvious. Why is he being such an idiot?
So, I mean, it was still civil though. But
of course, I didn't call him an idiot, but
no.
I thought it.
Oh, sure. So after, go ahead.
Refresh my memory. Why is the captain so religious? Like,
it's not that he's religious, but he's big into philosophy. And philosophy and religion, apparently, in this game, are kind of almost two sides of the same coin, because there's different philosophies are tied to the various religions.
Okay.
But yeah, I understand what you're asking.
Well, also, I mean, out of character, they put him there to bring up a conversation about eschatology, I believe, way in the beginning, because they want to kind of put that out there, because that's a thing.
Yeah.
Because they think people will be interested in it.
I think they want people to be interested in it. Yes.
So after the 3 days, you are approaching your destination when the boatswain notifies the captain and by proxy notifies Dorothy at the same time, because they're having more of these conversations again, that there are 3 ships near the island destination that you're approaching. 3 ships already there. One of
Open
them,
fire.
one of them is a cutter. One of them is a, where'd it go? I'm having to scroll through here again.
All right, I gotta get AFK for a sec.
No, come back. Shit.
Here it is. When you arrive near the site, however, you see 3 boats have already beaten you to the location. 2 of the ships stay close to each other. A small unarmed vessel flies the flag of Bear, and near it floats a tiny cutter, which you can assume is the Dagger. It's flying the flag of Ricer. The 3rd ship is an impressive clipper, and you kind of infer that this is the Ile Dracon de Mer because it's flying the Cresilier mercenary flag. And it is clearly armed with a gunnery deck of at least a dozen cannons. So you're far enough away that they haven't spotted you yet. Do you guys have any ideas about how you would like to proceed?
Not really. I mean, it's like, if they haven't seen us, I don't know. I mean, are we? He's the captain. Has he got any ideas?
Well, he kind of sizes up the ship. The Impossible is larger and probably has the same amount, if not more, soldiers, but they're not exactly the best trained. He's got a new crew that's, he's trying to break in. He's got a handful of soldiers on board that are, adequate for combat. So you could, just barrel in and, attack head on with the help of a couple of those qualified soldiers. You'd probably stand a pretty good chance. You could maybe sneak aboard and try to take out as many as possible before really being noticed. And in doing so, you would have to actually swim from boat to boat.
Well, we have water breathing. Oh, wait a minute, wrong game.
The other option that is mentioned is, let me scroll back up here. Yeah, it seems like those are going to be the better of the two, or the better of the 3 options. The third one, let's see, here it is. Amphibious alternative. Oh, the third option that he comes up with is you could try to approach one of the other vessels and see if they could act as a distraction. But you're not really sure how receptive the other vessels would be to doing that.
What? Wait. Which other vessel? You mean one of some of the 3 ships?
Right.
Oh, because my assumption was that the 3 ships were together.
No. So one of them is Zambria's chartered ship, which probably is not, really combat oriented. Another one is a bunch of mercenaries. And then the third one is the one that was chartered by the Tiefling or captained by the Tiefling, and is probably somehow related to Caius's team. And that's the one that is the big clipper ship that looks to be a problem.
Well, here's my question though. It's like, are we under the impression that Zambria is in some way compromised, or are we kind of like figuring that we're kind of like on a rescue mission trying to rescue her?
Well, last session you guys, whether or not you metagame this or not, I don't know. But last session you guys stated that you thought she was possessed. I don't know
That
how
was
you
my
came to
assumption
that
because of how crazy
conclusion,
she
but
acted.
yeah, that's literally one of you said you thought she was possessed.
Well, it certainly seemed like it, just with everything that was going on and the way she was acting.
Well, I mean, the only other possibility is that this is that like the demon thing took Zambria's form, or like killed her, or just like got rid of her somehow.
Well, what I was thinking was that I'm thinking like something like parasitic, because what I recalled from the state of Caius's corpse was that something emerged from his brain pan through the roof of his mouth.
Right.
So I'm wondering if something has if Zambria's head is occupado to something similar, or maybe
Interesting perspective.
or maybe even the same thing that was in Caius. So I'm not sure what her deal is, or what the deal is with her. If she's a damsel in distress, or if she's like the BBEG right now.
It's only one way to be sure.
Kill them all and let God sort them out.
Yep.
It's true.
God, we're all on.
No, we're not good people, that's for sure.
No.
Well, I feel
We're
like I
awesome
certainly am.
people. Now,
I agree with that too.
we're awesome people, except for Dorothy.
Why you gotta hate? Why you gotta hate?
Have you met Dorothy?
Yeah, she's great.
She gives me plenty of reasons.
We get along splendidly. I don't know why you're fabricating this conflict.
So I mean, I'm not sure what to do. I mean, do we go in guns blazing, or maybe we should do recon?
How else do we do it?
Well, we could recon and figure out what the hell's going on.
Well, I mean, we could go. Well, hold on a second. Do we know if they've seen us yet?
They
I'm
have
sorry.
not yet seen you.
They have not seen us, because apparently they're blind.
How far away do we? How much of a distance do we have to maintain to not be seen?
It's I would say probably a couple knots.
That's speed. That's not.
Nautical miles? I don't know. I was not in the military. That's Paul.
Neither was I.
Well, okay, so maybe we could sneak in, get like a small, one of the life raft boats, row our way over at night, and then try to.
Yeah. What time is it now? Did you say it was midnight?
No, that's when you
that
left.
was when we left. Okay, so what time is it now? Is it like
It's
afternoon?
After midnight.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably around noon or like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right, so apparently we can see them, but they can't see us, so they must be blind. Because aren't we a huge ship, or a bigger ship than those?
Yeah,
We
you're
can see
bigger
them
ship
because
than
I
they are.
have 60-foot dark vision.
Was that about dark vision?
I said we can see them because I have 60-foot dark vision.
We just say it's the
Agreed.
middle of the
Yeah, but it's
afternoon.
the afternoon.
Apparently, we don't know how bear works. Maybe it gets dark in the afternoon. You don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make assumptions.
Don't help him.
Short people gotta stick together, except for dwarves, obviously.
Yeah, dwarves suck. We should. I think we should probably do some recon, find out, what's going on. Now the thing is think, should we recon Zambria's ship or should we recon the mercenaries, find out what their deal is?
Yes.
Well, of all 3 ships, if we
Thanks for
did
clearing
want
that up there, Paul.
Mm-hmm.
if we did want to get someone to come in on our side, they're probably the only ones who would do that.
The
Plus,
mercenary?
I mean, we have tons. Yeah, we have tons of money.
True.
What we could do is we could even once we get on the mercenary ship, we could we could have a thing with the captain where we send up like a signal, like a flare or something, and that's his signal to attack, and then we get the mercenaries to come in and do their thing and basically pincer them.
And what was the
So-
third ship?
Why are there mercenaries out here?
Apparently, that's what we need to find out.
The mercenaries, they're the ones that are on the Ildrakon de Mer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that doesn't answer his question, though.
Yeah.
I
mean, I honestly don't know why there's 3 ships out here.
so
that's-
the Ildrakon de Mer is the one that was chartered by what you think is Caius Bergeron's team.
Hmm.
But why?
Well, I mean, you're at where one of the ziggurats was marked on the map. So I mean, you can
So I'm
pretty
guessing-
easily guess that they think they are going to find another ziggurat.
Oh, okay. So basically, everybody's out here for the same fucking reason.
Pretty
Zambia's
much.
looking for this thing. They're looking for this thing, and apparently, bear people are looking for this thing too.
Yeah.
Who told the bear people?
Let's see.
Or
Let me go back and look at the description here.
right, the first bear person we meet, I'm calling him Winnie the Pooh. I want you to know that,
It sounds good.
Nick. You're silly old bear. Why are you not prepared?
Oh man, this is a good bear people. Doesn't look as friendly as the others though.
Oh, they're awesome. That's a cool bear. We're bear. They're bear. Care bear.
Oh, me, that Care Bears.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
So you're not sure why the Baron sailing vessel is there. As far as you can tell, it had nothing to do with the ships that came from Flint. So
Oh my god!
the Dagger and the Sea Dragon.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
So maybe they're the people we should be talking to see if they'll come in on our side.
Does it take a kid to work?
I mean, you can try. If you get too close, the mercenary ship may see you as a threat.
We are a threat.
That's why I was saying we take a boat, like in a rowboat in under cover of night, and then
And light their ship on fire.
Right.
we could do that.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got some explosives. We
Yeah,
could-
I was just gonna say you said the ship's got some explosives on it, so I say we do a little espionage, sabotage type shit. Let's go start an international incident.
Why else would we
Okay.
go anywhere?
This is true.
Yeah.
It's what we are best at.
Actually, that would be really great because if we go in, we blow up blow a hole in, like, say, the Sea Dragon, then that will be an audible, like, visual signal for the Impossible to come in and make its assault.
Paul, shame on you.
For what?
I don't know.
Wait, what is this? What's this a vote for?
I'm not sure, so I just checked them all.
Yeah, that's why I was saying shame.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's which
it's
ship
like
we're going
which
to
ship
approach.
are we gonna? Yeah, which ship are we gonna infiltrate?
Mm.
And do we all?
Looks
go,
like there's
or-
actually one more ship than I knew about. I thought there were 3 ships counting us.
No, there were 3
No.
other ships. So
Okay,
Zambria's-
I'm barely paying attention, and I knew that, Paul.
Zambria's ship is the Dagger. The one that's captained by the Tiefling is the Sea Dragon, the Il Dracon de Mer. And then the third one, the Baron mercenary ship, is the Baron vessel.
Yeah, Captain by
Yeah, and you're not really sure why that one's there.
Oh, okay. I thought like the place we're at was that Baron place. I didn't know that it was a ship. I thought we were like showed up their lands.
I mean, you are. You're like off the coast of Bear right now.
So can't imagine why a Baron vessel would be there.
Yeah, that seems normal.
So right now I've only got 3 votes. What about the other 2?
Well, it depends. Are we gonna like do it the way the module expects us and just like hail them and say hi, how you doing, or are we gonna like do the blowing them up plan?
So what does the module think we should do?
Who cares what the module thinks that you should do?
Well, it has very particular ideas. Then when we do other things, like
Yeah, tell us
we
what the
have to deal
module
with the
thinks.
blowback.
Yeah, tell us what the module thinks we should do, and we'll just do the opposite.
Well, it gives
much what we'll do anyway.
contingencies for a lot of what you've discussed already. So I mean,
okay.
at this point,
Well, I
you kind of
mean,
need just
I
to pick something and shit
do
or get off the
kind
pot.
of, yeah, I do kind of agree with the idea. I like the idea of you know, maybe checking out the mercenaries. I mean, personally, I'd want to find out what the hell their deal is.
What?
Although, except for the fact that you went over and you said that basically they're just here after the same thing that the Zambria is after.
I mean, I'll do whatever you guys want, but I'm just saying, like, someone
Really
hired
now?
a bunch of mercenaries in a ship. Like, they're probably not friendly. There's not usually a good reason to bring mercenaries unless you want to kill things.
That's my thinking as well. So, I mean, I'm thinking that we should sneak on their ship. We should plant some explosives. All right. Stop messing with them. And then when they go over and if they don't surrender, we blow their shit up.
That seems like a good idea.
I thought so.
All right. Well, it's that's the 3 votes for the Sea Dragon, so I guess that is the plan.
Okay. So you're wanting to set explosives on the hull of the Sea Dragon? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, but we're gonna have to do it under the cover of night.
Okay.
We're not gonna be able to get close enough in
Okay.
the middle of the day.
I think so. Yeah.
So we'll go over and ask the captain to kind of is there like a nearby cove or atoll that we can kind of
Kind of hide behind.
Yeah, hide behind and kind of but something that we can kind of keep an eye
a little,
on them.
little ways away, and then you'd be able to like have someone go out on like a little skiff or something and kind of keep an eye on them a little bit more closely.
Okay.
I can go out and keep an eye on them.
Do you have like your eye like a robot and it like pops out of your head and like flies around?
No, but I'm good at swimming.
That's
now.
another game that I ran at one point. Andy had an eye stalk on a Warforged.
Wasn't
Makes
that
sense.
APOC? Wasn't that APOC?
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss him. He was awesome. I didn't get to play him long because we messed up or something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mess up.
Well, you canceled the game.
We won't discuss why that one was canceled on the stream.
Why? Why is it too sensitive?
Yeah. So, let me
put it over in Discord.
No. So, who's going to be swimming to apply the explosives?
I'll do it.
I thought we were taking a rowboat over.
You're gonna go on a rowboat?
I'll
Well,
swim.
yeah, we were gonna plant it on the boat and then like sneak
Can
aboard.
Toty even fucking swim?
40-foot swim speed.
Wait, how does Toty have a swim speed?
Evan,
'Cause I bought a ring of swimming. I mean,
Oh,
honestly, I wanted to buy the materials to just incorporate it in my armor, but you seem to be very stuck on me actually buying the ring.
yeah.
So the idea is I somehow incorporated it into my.
oh, I just figured that you had an outboard motor.
Yeah, I was gonna say that like it was something that you built.
Yeah, okay, so you're going to send Toty to apply the explosives. So, Toty, you're going to have to make a series of stealth checks.
Oh,
that you don't
guys,
get-
we are in trouble.
Well, this is just sounds like, I mean, it's like, you know, I mean, I'm the one who should be doing it. I've got
Then
stealth
go for it.
10. I got
Wait,
stealth
wait,
10.
hold on.
But
Also-
you would have to do swim checks. Whereas Toty
Or I
doesn't.
could take the rowboat,
True.
which
Those
is
aren't
why
very stealthy, though.
I thought we were all going over on the rowboat. We were going to plant the charges and then sneak aboard.
All right, so hash out between the five of you what you're actually going to do, because I'm not going to offer any options here. I want you to come up with your game plan.
I think what Andy said. Well,
I
all
thought
right.
I
Who's?
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
all
I
right.
just outlined it. Well, yeah, I mean, I think we should, you know, we definitely need to go over there and, you know, plant the charges. But I mean, unless we're just thinking to plant the charges and then blow the ship to Kingdom Come, I mean, that would be expeditious. Expedient? I don't know, whatever. I
Expedient.
mean, expedient, yeah.
Expedilicious.
Expedilicious. Yes, it would be delicious. I don't know. You know what? Maybe because that would go over and take a good chunk of them out of the game. Maybe we should just do that. Because you're right. I'm not too keen on dealing with mercenaries.
Okay.
Mm.
So if you're going to be taking the rowboat to do it, Andy, go ahead and make a stealth check for the boat.
Well, Wayne, is this going to be? Can I use enhance ability to give him advantage on dexterity checks?
Let's go with no, because
See,
it's not just a personal check.
You know what? Sounds like. All right, go on.
Holy fuck, you made it.
Sneaky.
Do you need more?
Not at the moment. So you managed to get within range. You've got 3 charges that you can apply. You're like right up next to the boat, and you're being all sneaky and shit.
Okay.
Is everyone in the rowboat with you?
I figured.
I assume so.
I mean, they can be. I mean, are we planning on
I'm
going?
just trying to get an idea of who's where at this point. So I need anyone that is in the rowboat to say I'm in the rowboat. Anyone that's not in the rowboat, please say I'm not in the rowboat.
Well,
I'm in the rowboat.
okay. Well, I mean, the first stuff we need to go over and, you know, to clarify is like, you know, is the plan just to go over and plant the charges and blow the boat up? Because if that is the plan, then, you know, really only I need to be in the rowboat because I can go over and plant the charges and then, you know, just get the fuck out. But if we are doing something other than that, then everybody can be in the rowboat and then we can, you know, go onto the boat to, you know, do whatever. But we just need to go over and clarify exactly what we're planning to do.
All right. My assumption, and I realized that there was no reason to assume it this way, was that we would plant the charges, we would basically go to like the dagger and try and board that, and as we blew up the other ship. But that's just, yeah, there was no reason to believe.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I'm just figuring it's like, you know, because if we go over and if we take the mercenary ship out, you know, then we can go over and deal with Zambria, you know, and then we can, you know, and then if the Baron ship are kind of like, oh, what happened? We'd be like, oh God damned if I know. What? That was shocking to us as well.
Where's all my gunpowder? I don't know. Weird.
All right. Okay. So yeah, in that case, so we'll plant the charges and then we'll go over to the dagger, and then once we're aboard the dagger, we'll blow up the mercenaries.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So we're just straight up murdering people now.
Well, yeah.
so who's going to apply the charges?
What's required?
I'm gonna say
Little sleight of hand, maybe a little
alchemy.
these two. Oh
That's not a thing.
It is.
no, it's not.
It's literally not.
Alchemist tools. That's literally a thing.
Alchemist tool is like a big giant table with a bunch of like chemicals and glass vials. And how about tinker tools?
Okay, I'll take tinker tools.
I don't have tinker tools.
Can someone drag Kaylee back up?
Kaylee trying to go AFK on us.
I was wondering what happened.
She's like, oh, it's so much nicer now.
Right, so you managed
Don't have
to
to listen to
apply
Andy.
the first charge. Andy, make another stealth check for me.
Think I made it.
Boom!
You think
Yeah.
I made it?
And you should be rolling those in the tower, by the way.
Yeah. I'm
But
not no, because I know if I roll it in the tower, you're gonna fuck me. Over, I mean, over, definitely over.
And Toty, you're able to place the second charge. Another stealth check, Andy. Tower, please.
Okay, this one's going to the tower. If he goes over and he says, "Oh, you failed," I will kill him.
And if you fail, I will put it in the screen so that you could see that you failed. But you actually meet it. Like, just meet it.
Just meet it.
So go ahead and roll to place the third charge.
Oh, it failed. It exploded. Oh, we're all dead.
So you set the third charge. At this point, you've got one on the rear and one on either side towards the front.
So one on the stern and two near the bow.
So you've got 3 charges on the boat that you're set to blow.
But are they on the port or aft section or starboard?
At what point
Are they
did
are they
you
a
think
midship
that I
or-
was a sailor?
Feel like there's a joke in there about familiarity with semen to make that.
Oh my god.
I feel like it's a little. I didn't want to make that joke though because I feel like it's very derivative of my earlier joke. So
Ay, Dios mío.
I'm
All
sorry, Lee.
So these
Oh, I'm not
particular
sorry at all.
charges are. Oh my god. These particular charges are all set with a timer.
Well. Hello, sailor.
Go ahead and roll me. This is going to be a difficult check for you, though. Roll another Tinker Tools check to make sure that they're all synchronized. You're going to have to hit a 22.
Those shorts are tight.
That's right. You didn't do it.
So Toty thinks that he's got them all set, but you know he could be wrong. So you've got a couple minutes for them before they go off. Andy, roll me a stealth check. Actually, everyone at this point roll a stealth check.
That sounds like you're a little upset that things are going so well and you want to
No.
just like ruin.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4.
Yeah, I'm expecting that.
Okay, so Dorothy knocks something
Sorry.
over in the boat, and Aera, she like turns around and shushes her. The captain of the Sea Dragon hears this,
And Toty starts singing in the Navy.
and he fires a flare into the air as a signal to be on the lookout for intruders.
Aha!
the ship.
But all he really did was signal to the captain to blow up their ship.
Actually, since you mentioned it, at the sign of the flare, the Impossible starts chugging towards the ship, thinking that there's trouble.
Well, they're not wrong.
Okay.
So you manage to. It takes a couple minutes for the Impossible to get within range, and you can hear the captain is like shouting out into the darkness. I know you're there. If you just surrender, we'll go easy on you.
I don't think any of us will be responding to that.
God damn it, Dorothy!
I'm not saying that out loud. I'm saying that out of character.
Oh yeah, but I'm like just like hissing at you. God damn it, Dorothy! This is all your fault. We almost got away.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't get that.
So
Can't see it, but Dorothy shrugged. Wait, do you have dark vision?
Think.
well,
Do you have any
I
enhanced
saw
vision?
it.
Yeah, Dorothy. Well, Toty saw my shrug.
Oh
So,
yeah, I didn't see the shrug, but I
it
saw
takes
you
a couple
flip me
minutes
off.
for the Impossible to chug up alongside the Sea Dragon.
Bye bye, Impossible.
What do you mean bye bye Impossible?
I
Because
don't know if-
that ship's about to explode and it's chugging up alongside it.
Yeah, that didn't sound like a very smart idea on their part.
So, luckily,
Mhm.
you're able to climb up onto the Impossible pretty easily. They've got ladders available for you to get in, or climb up.
Right. Don't we have like a remote that can go over and set off the charges?
No, they're timer based.
I mean, we did say they were timer based.
He
Yeah, I
did,
know.
although that
Yeah.
wasn't our intent. I don't think.
Yeah, that was not what I.
Because it's not that
intended at
useful.
I mean,
for
they
what we
don't
were
have
fighting.
remote technology. I mean, they're not magic bombs. What do you mean? They don't have remote technology in steampunk, style stuff.
I'm disappointed in your
They
lack
do
of
have-
imagination.
They do have
Yeah,
magic,
seriously.
so I mean.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Okay, basically what it comes down to is that we wanted an opportunity to kill us, so he had to fuck us over any way he could.
That is
Well,
not
you
what's
know-
going on here.
To be
That's exactly
fair,
what's going on
if
here.
we still had Bjorn could definitely set them off for range.
That's
That'd
true.
be
remotely.
awesome.
So
So is it like kind of like a nitroglycerin type thing? Like would a little spark set them off?
it's possible.
Cool. What do I need to roll to go over and hit the damn charge?
It would be an aim shot.
And how do you do an aim shot?
I would have to look it up.
Can we make fun of the mercenaries because their captain's name is Bernard?
Sure.
I mean, we don't know that in character, so out of character. Haha.
Bernie.
Bernard, stupid name. Dumb for having it.
Oh,
So-
guess what? Your ship is going to be Bernie too.
So the captain of the Sea Dragon, he orders his crew to board the Impossible
Oh, bring it,
and
bitch.
take it by force. And it sounds like there's a lot of people in the ship, but not on the deck. Like, they were all sleeping. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Can't we just tell our captain to pull away and avoid all this?
You could, but what's going to stop the Sea Dragon from following until you blow it?
Explosives.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
shooting the explosives, I guess.
So yeah, let's look up the aim shot or called shot.
I ain't up here.
It looks like there's not an official rule, but some of the suggested house rules say make the attack at disadvantage.
I gotta draw 2 cards.
More or less, yeah.
Eh,
Ha
And,
ha
okay.
ha.
It is to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, we're going to start at the beginning. Captain Bernard is going to.
You just can't take them seriously.
No, not really at all.
Bernie. Bernie.
I hate you so much right now. He's going to
Just
throw
right
a
now.
dagger. Andy,
I'm sorry.
roll a d10 for me.
Do you ever do anything yourself?
I'm letting you have the deciding factor here. So 1, 2, up. That's gonna be. He's gonna throw the dagger at Tachiel.
I feel like that was going to be the end result no matter what.
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
I'm inclined to agree.
Who's throwing this?
Bernie.
I see that he moved conveniently beforehand.
Of course.
He's going to take a little bit of a penalty since it's not within range.
And on top of that, it's like I'm standing behind some barrels, so it's not a clear line of
So
sight.
I believe that's gonna be disadvantage, since he's at the max range for a dagger, isn't he? Yeah. So he'll roll at disadvantage for that. And misses.
I catch it and I throw it back at him.
Toty, you're up.
So are we going to try and blow it from where we're at now? That seems risky for this ship that we're on.
I mean, it's a good 15 feet away. There's a good chance that it'll survive. I mean, it is the impossible.
I'm just asking because if that's what we're going to do, I'll go up to the edge and try to shoot one of the charges.
That's up
Because
to you guys.
15 foot is in range of my little flame blast thing.
Yeah, I'm just want to see. Well, see, either way, it's like I mean, how long is it going to be until the bombs go off on their own?
You guys didn't give me a time, so I was going to say 5 minutes.
5
Well,
minutes.
You told us the time.
Yeah, you told us it was like going to be like 2 minutes. I thought.
No, I never gave you a time frame.
I said like an hour, I think. But
Well, I
Oh,
was assuming that because you were talking about going over to the dagger, and I thought it was going to take you about 5 minutes to get there, and you were going to have it go off when you got to that other boat.
That actually was my understanding of things as well.
Um,
I was under the assumption that we're using technomancy to set them up with remotes. At that point, I think.
I was just under the impression that it's like they were going to blow up when we wanted them to, not in 5 minutes though. I guess you can try and blow it up.
Actually,
Yeah,
hold on.
we got a bigger ship. I don't think it's enough.
Where's one of the charges at?
Well, I know there was one at the stern, and there's at least one near the bow.
I just want to make sure I go to the right spot so it's in range.
Okay.
There's one in each side and one in the front, basically, right?
No, there's one at the back and then one on each side towards the front.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think there's one on the port and on the starboard side.
Yes. So there's at least one by us, and there's one on the. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. So I mean, if Toty goes over and aims for the port one there, that should work.
And then you said we're rolling a disadvantage for that?
Yeah. I'll set the DC at, let's say, 14.
30. Come on, Toty, you can do it.
Let's try it again.
Toty.
Nope.
Oh, that was
There
a
was a
critical.
20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so Pirate 1 is going to swing over to your ship.
Oh, great. They're all coming over here.
Oh, we got a Spider-Man over here.
So that's going to be his move action. Swinging from one ship to the other is going to be a move action. Now that there's a rope on that side at the moment, so you guys would be able to use it to swing back. And I'll put a
When was
marker.
this rope attached?
It's a rope from their ship. He just swung over
from
on.
the mast, from the top of the mast.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And he is going to shoot at Toty with a hand crossbow or a light crossbow.
Pew, pew, pew. They don't even have guns. Oh,
Did it hit me or you hit the barrels I'm behind?
It's hitting you.
it's behind barrels.
The
All right, hold on
barrels,
one
the
second.
barrels are just difficult terrain. Are you going to deflect it, catch it?
Yeah, I'm looking for the thing real quick.
I will be right back.
I need to set up this roll better. So it's 1d10 plus intelligence modifier plus clockwork warrior level. So that's how much I'll reduce damage by.
Okay, let me roll damage. I'm going to unselect you before I roll it.
Okay.
Okay, so you take no damage.
All right.
Pirate 2. Is also going to try to shoot you. And misses. Pirate 3 is going to swing across. What square is Clickety going to be in? Paul?
What?
What square is Clickety going to be in?
Mine?
So that pirate misses, and Pirate 4 is going to come up to the side of the boat. Gargenyn, you're up.
Yay! Do you have my character locked? Because this let me free move him.
Okay, try now.
Much better. Ah, it's nice hitting something that doesn't deal half damage or no damage at all.
Hold on, let me check their health. That seems awful low.
It really does. But I'm not complaining. Was that thing hit? Was he hit at all before I hit him?
Nope.
That is pretty low.
Say, see the captain and the crossbowman. Nope, that's accurate.
I guess they're just basically meat fodder.
Pretty much.
Can't really do much else, so I'll just sit here and see if anyone else jumps over.
Okay. Andy. Andy. So since he's AFK, has anyone caught The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix yet?
No, I was just looking at that.
It's surprisingly good, and it's not like the original series on TV where, you know, it was all campy. It's dark and like they're, you know,
Oh,
they're
is it
not.
supposed to be Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
based off the original comic book series that Sabrina the Teenage Witch came from. But it's dark. It's like, instead of being light, campy witches, they're like Satan worshipping, she's marrying the devil kind of witches.
But Hilda and Zelda were my favorite.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It took a while to get used to that, how different they were. Like, Zelda's a straight up cunt. At least in the first episode.
Alright. We blow it up yet?
No. Welcome back. It's your turn.
Alright, so I go there. Advantage. I'm gonna shoot.
Who
All
are
you
you
gotta do is
shooting?
just roll 2 20s.
Of course, I'm not gonna.
So that is still enough to hit the one that's facing you. So you managed to blow a hole in the hull of the sea dragon.
Okay.
And it's taking on water. It's going to take a while for it to actually sink with just the one hole, but it's, you know, it's going down. Anything else?
Sounds like I might have to jump in the water and swim around to the other ones.
Yeah. Apparently these chargers are stupid.
Well, I mean, you know, you blew probably like a 10-foot hole in the thing.
I should think that it should be enough to have gone over and, like, you know, taken out those three in the front.
No, because they're on top of the ship and the charge was set kind of near the water line so that it would allow water
I think it
to...
would hurt. I think it would hurt them at least a little bit.
Nope.
How they would be at least like 15 feet up from it.
Damn it, Dan.
I'm sorry, but it's
Who's
not.
teaming you on?
It's not reasonable. They would not be.
Well, I
able
don't
to
think
buy it.
that's reasonable. To be
I don't
15
think that's
feet up.
reasonable at all.
Although honestly, I feel like we would be damaged by it too. But it would be a pretty damn big ship if they were like 15 feet up, I think. Let me look at some ships though. Get a better idea. Because they
Fair
look
point.
like
Maybe
they're
it's
on a
closer
pretty
to like
tiny
10.
ship too.
Closer to like 10 feet. I mean, of course, they have to have like a below deck, so it's got to be like what? At least 5 or 6 feet up, minimum.
Okay, Aera, I think you should try and take out the one over there on the stern so that we can get somebody up there to take out the charge on the stern of the other boat.
Okay.
At least get a little bit get another good hole in the back of that ship. Make it go down a little bit faster. Crap. Now they're all coming.
Sorry, I thought I was talking. Thug 1 is going to board, and he's going to shoot at Aera. Thug 2 will do the same, and he is going to try to stab Tachayo.
So you still want me to go for the ones on the other boat?
Well, I mean, not the other boat. Thug 1 and Pirate 1 on our boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to get them out of here.
So he multi-attacked and missed with the second attack.
This guy's gonna have to die.
Dorothy.
All right. So, do people want bless to help with hitting, or do you want like does someone need advantage on a skill checks? I feel like bless is probably more useful
Bless
right
is
now.
gonna be, yeah, Bless is absolutely gonna be more useful.
All right. I think at level 1, if I up it. Yeah, I think if I cast it as a second level spell, I can target 4 people.
Nice. Actually, what? Can't you get your little ghosty friends to come fight for us? Like you did that one time?
Yeah, I could use my well, you killed someone, so yeah, I could use my power. Yeah, you mean the Spirit Guardians. Yeah, I could use Spirit Guardians too, but it with them being a lot of them being on the other side, it's probably better to buff you guys.
I didn't mean necessarily like right now.
And Dorothy runs away. She runs away.
So Dorothy's going to go hide.
Yeah, because she knows she knows the deal here. As soon as I put anything with concentration up, somehow every single bad guy starts targeting her with attacks.
Oh crap! His life.
So Crossbowman 1 will stay on board the ship and will shoot at Gargenyn. And miss. Crossbowman 2 will stay on the ship and shoot at Toty. and miss horribly. So Captain Bernard is going to hold his turn until after some of his buddies. So Toty, you're up.
Okay. Guess I should go down here and take care of these thugs that all these Missouri soldiers don't seem to care about.
They were shooting him.
Mm-hmm. They weren't trying hard enough.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. I forgot how much I moved. 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 35, 40. That'll be 40. Oh, wasted a thing. Okay.
All right. Let's see, that pirate is dead. Wait, are you killing them or are you knocking them out?
Trying to remember the rules. This is a allowed to kill them situation, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
technically.
Because
There
they
we go.
attacked us first.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're blowing up their ship and we knock them unconscious, they're just gonna drown.
No, it's like-
Regardless.
Listen, as
Yeah,
far
Literally,
as
without a word being said, they attacked us.
Yeah,
That's-
I mean,
that's
it's
not
like, yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Granted, we went out from granted the charges, but I mean,
Well, they didn't know that.
attacked. Yeah, they didn't know that. They attacked us first.
listen, I'm just saying. I mean, we don't know that they're Missouri citizens.
Actually, I don't think they're
Look
mercenaries.
like pirates to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Toty, this one is shooting you.
And there's definitely a no tolerance policy regarding.
Are you going to try to
piracy.
reduce that?
Yeah.
Now, does it cost you key points to do that?
Cost me a key point to catch it and fling it back.
Okay. So go ahead and roll, and well, I don't think you even need to roll because you've got more than 5, or you've got 5 levels.
Yeah, I think I did one too many points last time, but it wouldn't have changed the damage. Should have been +9, not +10, which I think I did last time.
So Pirate 4 will swing over.
Yep.
And he will try to stab. Let's go for Gargenyn. Actually, I think these are all female pirate icons that I used. Ooh,
Very forward thinking of
I know, right?
that'll work. Okay.
So you hear commotion and a stream of pirates come up from the below deck on the other ship.
Who didn't see that coming?
Well, I mean, Lee did tell us that was going to happen.
Oh, I know. And conveniently, like right after that, he went over and he nerfed how long it was going to take the thing to go up.
Fair play.
Oh yeah, and how much damage like one charge did. So
So they're double moving essentially to get out of below deck and then get onto your ship.
God, he really, really wanted us to have this encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Choo choo.
Are their shoes at least a little bit wet from all the water that should be down there where they were at? Slowing them down?
Yeah, they look a little sopping.
Okay. A little nod to some things that happen.
Wait, didn't you say that they were all downstairs in bed?
Yep. Downstairs in bed through an explosion and
and
fires
they
sinking the ship.
Yep, and they
up over
manage
onto
to
our deck.
Yep, and they get to the top, run over to our thing, completely armed, and yeah.
So in the module, it says they're all on the deck, raring to go, and I felt it would be a little more realistic to have some below deck, so that you're not all like swarmed at once.
Oh, they probably expected us to like encounter them during the day when we first got there or something.
Yeah. Let's see. The captain is going to swing across as well.
So why did we even bother planting charges?
Mm-hmm.
And
it was a good one.
He cannot get to any of you to attack in the same round, so he's going to pull and throw another dagger. He will throw the dagger at Gargenyn. Oh.
A dagger did that much damage?
What the fuck?
What?
I
What?
didn't write it.
Oh, this is bullshit.
How
fuck
can a
this account.
normal dagger do that?
It's sneak attack.
How is he sneak attacking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
His
seriously,
allies
how is he
next to
sneak
him.
attacking?
He
Hasn't
just
he
like
attacked
you sneak
already?
attack. Do what?
Hasn't he attacked once before though?
Yeah, but this is not an assassinate. This is a regular sneak attack, and you're adjacent to one of his allies.
Mhm.
Okay.
He really
So
has.
this guy's over level 20.
Let me double check the stats on him, but I'm pretty sure it said 66 once per round.
Why did you do 12?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have.
Yeah, that's 12
did.
d6.
That's 12d6.
Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on.
12 d6 plus 1 d4 plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, let's re-roll that, because that should not be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and reset your HP, Brandon.
I mean, that does mean that he is like a level 11 rogue.
What was my
Or
HP before
equivalent.
that?
That's better than the level
full?
20. What
I thought
66?
I thought I
Or
took
something
some
like that.
damage already.
I don't think. I mean, oh yeah, you got hit by something, but it was only like 3 damage. So I mean, you can just go back to full.
No.
There. That's still a fuck ton of damage.
And then I will go ahead and shrug it off with
Yeah, just get
whatever that ability is.
Yeah, just burn a card. You'd be fine.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Always have to remember exactly which one it is.
It's your stone giant, whatever.
That one.
Yeah, your stone giant bullshit. So just reduce it by that much. The captain's a little annoyed that you were able to do that too.
I'm gonna flick my finger up at him at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Gargenyn, you're up.
Oh,
You better watch out, Bernard.
the time for
I
don't care.
some retribution.
Will that be an attack of opportunity by his little buddy? Even though I'm cornered to him,
Yeah.
not directly beside him. Oh,
Yes.
screw it. I'm still gonna take the damn. I'm still gonna take the damn attack of opportunity on me.
Okay.
Motherfucker!
This is where a bull rush would come in handy. Just ram his ass right off the freaking boat.
Okay, never say the words ram his ass.
Also, well, why isn't it rolling your 1d4 too? It should have been. It's weird. All right.
1d4.
Well, I mean, Bless is still going, so he's got 1d4 to his attack.
I haven't attacked yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Pirate 2 attack.
Yeah.
Oh, for the. I'm
Well,
sorry.
it was Pirate
That's-
4, but I'd use Pirate 2's attack. So
Kill
before you roll damage,
Oh, you should have said it before I
like-
rolled the damage.
Hmm.
he has a reaction parry
Of course he
to
does.
add 3 AC against 1 melee attack. What is his AC?
Is it higher than 23?
I doubt it, but I'm double checking. What the fuck is his AC? No.
I assume the module will just tell you when
That would
we're
hit.
supposed to hit them.
So he's going to instead use his reaction to halve the damage. So he'll take 6. Okay. Continue. And because he uses reaction, he can't do anything about it this time.
Okay. Is that dealing the double damage for Crimson Right? I can't tell.
Certainly
It does
doesn't
not look like it. Did you apply Crimson Right?
It's applied. That's where the 1d4 comes from.
I mean, did you apply the double damage?
Yeah, I did it
Oh.
right before I attacked him.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll 2 more d4s.
I thought the 1d4 was from Bless.
No,
Yeah.
on the attack roll it is, but for his damage
okay.
rolls, he's got that Blood Hunter brokenness. So
Not
roll
that
2
broken.
more 1d4s separately. The first one will get halved. So he'll take another point from that one and then roll a second one.
It's 2 extra damage regardless.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to figure out why that doesn't work. I think it worked before when we used it.
I don't think it did.
Or did we always have to just roll an S for a d4?
I think you always had to roll the extra d4. It might be smart to add like an extra line to the Crimson Right damage for like a one-time buff for that round. Kind of like Sneak Attack does. Allied soldiers. So
Yeah,
they're
that's
going
on
to
the wrong
start
person.
trying. Well, it's something that I would set up for you.
Yeah.
The Allied soldiers, they're going to try to start picking off some of these pirates that jumped across. Wow. I don't know why his damage line is messed up. Alright, so the thug is down. Wait, no, thug is not. Fuck.
Is that to me?
Yes, that
No.
was to you.
Okay.
I gotta apply that damage to the thug. Thug is down. Okay. So 2 more of the orc thugs come up on the deck and are swinging across. But because they had to double move, they don't get a chance to attack this round. Dorothy, you're up.
I shoot thug 3. Pew pew laser.
I will say that Bless was totally not the spell that I expected to see come from you for this encounter.
You thought I'd Spirit Guardians again?
Yeah, I mean, why change a good thing?
I definitely think
Because
that
it
you-
needs to be able to heal too.
He can heal with Spirit Guardians.
Can't dig into those powerful spells very often as a spellcaster, never knowing you'll need them.
Yeah, I mean, I only get 2 Spirit Guardians.
Aera, I would go around the
I
outside of the wheel.
Okay.
Yeah, to like right with yeah, like out that way, because that way it's like, you know, you're further away from them, and you should be able to go over and hit it right from there.
Oh, son of a bitch. Remember your disadvantage if you're attacking the
What?
bomb.
She can't hit it now. She just double moved.
Oh.
But I just action surged, so.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind that. Forgot about that part.
All right, what do I gotta do?
It's a disadvantage and just shoot.
Yeah, click the little DIS button in the bottom left corner, and then roll your attack normally. You gotta hit a 14.
I got my fingers crossed. Good girl.
Wow. So the rear charge explodes,
Mm-hmm.
and this one takes a sizable chunk out of the back, so much so that the water is just like streaming in now. You happen to see a couple
personally,
bodies.
I'm thinking that probably all of the munitions would be stored back there.
I'm thinking
Not that
that
it matters
you're
because
full of
we
shit.
start cruising our ship.
But you see a few pirates and sailors kind of flowing out the back of the ship in the water. Some of them look mangled. Some of them are still alive and, you know, barely clinging to life.
Yeah, he's totally going to keep the ship afloat.
You
Son of a bitch.
have another attack from action
Okay,
surge.
I was gonna ask if I did.
Wow. Because Toty moved, Crossbowman 2 can't reach him anymore. Well, he's gonna move his focus anyways.
You don't have any reaction stuff for that, Andy.
I'm sorry, say again?
You don't have a reaction or something for that?
I don't think I have a reaction type shit.
You should have a dodge.
Oh, wait. That's right. I forgot about the dodge. You know, it's like, as I was saying it, it's like, I went, wait a minute. I seem to remember there being something that kind of like halves damage with an uncanny dodge. Here it is. Starting with attack that you can see hit you with an attack. You can use your reaction to have the damage attacks damage against you.
Yep.
What?
I mean, it was only 9, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to use it, but especially with Bernard still alive.
True.
Well, it doesn't say I can only use it once.
Yeah, if it's just a reaction, you can use it once per like turn or round.
Oh, okay.
Sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna do take half damage. So
Okay.
that's what?
Go ahead and
4?
take. Yeah.
I think 5 off. Yeah.
So you would reduce 4. It would be half rounded down. Toty.
All right. Excellent. All right, use another one of these. Two. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can do this. These barrels are annoying. It's like all this will be difficult terrain if I do this. It's 30.
If you make an athletics check, I'll let you kind of jump and run across the top of the barrels.
I probably won't be able to. That's not really something I can do.
No.
All right, so
But it won't
30,
penalize you any further.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That would be 35, 40. So 45. To there.
And you attacked.
I attacked both of them down
Okay,
there.
I thought so.
I didn't want to take opportunity attacks. And then I still have one more unarmed strike.
Well, he's already targeting Toty, so he's gonna just try to stab at you. And miss. This one is bleeding very badly. He's gonna try to stab Gargenyn and miss. Number 5 will step up and try to stab Toty. number 6. We'll try to stab Toty. Number 7 is gonna make for Aera. Can't get there in enough, so it's going to shoot at her.
What the fuck?
For a whopping 6 damage. As a crit. Pirate
Weak
8.
sauce.
Pirate 8 will try to stab Toty. And miss. Pirate 9 is dead in the water. Pirate 10 comes up from below deck and is going to swing across. Pirate 11 also dead in the water.
I'm glad we did that, Andy.
Mm-hmm. I knew exactly how this encounter was going to run. Not metagaming or anything like that, but because I know we. Right? We could go over and make it so that we completely blew this damn thing up, and he would still find a way to fuck us over.
And Bernard. So Bernard is going to try to stab at Gargenyn again. Where is it? I'm not seeing the damage line for this weapon. 1d6 plus. I'm just gonna roll the dagger damage because it doesn't really matter. So Gargenyn's looking a little hurt.
He's good.
Yeah. He has a thing out for me, apparently.
Well, I mean, you're the only one adjacent to him, and he's kind of boxed in by his buddies. But he does yell back at you, why did you blow a hole in my ship? It's sinking.
Why did you attack us?
Because you were attacking us. And
We never
You
attacked.
never attacked him.
In finger quotation marks.
No. There's no need for quotation marks. We did not attack.
Then how do you explain the holes in my ship? If you weren't attacking, why were there explosives on my boat?
Yo, Bonehead, I would draw your attention to the sequence of events. You attacked us, then your ship blew up. Don't try to argue.
You were trespassing.
Oh.
We were protecting ourselves.
We were in the water.
Oh, please. We were in the water.
With no other ship around. You know what? I'm going to kill you.
With no other ship around. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
It's too bad you guys came over here. You could have gone down to your ship and clung to some
He's
stuff. Now
going
you're just gonna have to
to
die on
have
our deck.
that damage.
I figured.
God, you know what? I used to like it when a critical hit actually meant something.
Here's the sad part is the normal attack did almost more damage than the critical.
Mm.
Now, it used to be
That's
so
true.
nice. You go over and you roll a critical and it actually meant something.
Right. Andy, you're up.
Okay, so what do I need to do to go? Ooh, yum. Thank you.
Quit looking at porn on Reddit.
Oh, well, no, it's strawberry shortcake. So shut up. I was gonna say so. Because I'd like to just like kind of do like a "This is Sparta" type thing to Pirate 4 and just kick them off the boat.
Okay.
But I don't know. But I don't want to go off and waste my attack with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna pump him full of lead. Oh, but I really want to take out Bernie.
Yeah, you should kill him because like he's like
You know what?
ridiculous.
And he's engaged, so I can actually get my fucking attack.
Yeah, fucking show him how sneak attack really should work.
Hey, Bernie, catch! Oh, okay, did hit. Okay.
The fuck? He's going
3
to
plus 4 plus 8.
He's going to parry.
He's
Wait.
gonna take it like a man.
Oh wait, that's only against melee attacks. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Nice try.
Mm-hmm. You know, you can only roll so many 3s and 4s before you know.
Yeah, before you get fucked.
Expect not to hit.
Yeah, really.
All right, Allied Soldier 1.
He's gonna aim for Bernie.
No. Because I don't think they could actually hit him. Their cheers erupt from the crew.
Soldiers, as they do something.
Yeah, they actually killed one. The one next to Andy. Number 5. Well, I guess Allied Soldier 5 can attack Bernie. And miss. So Thug 3 is going to take a multi-attack whack at Gargenyn.
It's really annoying.
And he's got pack tactics, so he has advantage. I think a 22 hits.
It does. It's been a pleasure knowing you, gentlemen.
Don't worry, Dorothy's got you.
It's true, you're not going to die.
Shoot me in the butt!
I am going to shoot you in the butt.
So that's one failed death save from taking damage. Thug 4 is going to come up here and try to attack Aera. Miss. Miss. Thug 5 is dead. Thug 6 emerges from below deck and is just like running around panicked because the boat is sinking. Dorothy.
I supercharge my gun with healing power. I shoot 4 charges right at Gargenyn. So 48 plus 5 healing.
How much did I just hear?
4d8.
Okay.
Not
Plus
40.
5.
That's what I thought I heard was 45, basically. I was like, wait, what?
48 plus 5.
Holy
So
shit.
it's 25. So yeah. Man, that's all the healing. Well, I technically have 1 more charge in my gun, but if I use it, and there's a chance that the gun will explode.
Whoops.
So I'm probably not going to do that.
I mean, unless like someone's on their last death save or something.
Yeah, that's an emergency heal. Although we need to kill that fucking captain dude. This is ridiculous.
I hate that guy.
So Aera killed a thug and a pirate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, where's Pirate 7 at? Did you already remove it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I killed. He was up top.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Are
Toty.
you gonna let me move?
Oh, sorry. Toty is totally gonna flurry.
Let's see who am I attacking next.
The captain? And that's the downside of rolling so many attack rolls is that you tend to crit more, but you also tend to fumble more.
Oh, oops. Fresh drag that one.
All right, number 6 will try to stab Toty. Number 10, where is number 10? We'll come up here and try to stab Toty. Because why the fuck not? Number 12 will also come over here and try to stab Toty. So numbers 13, 14, and 15 all are dead in the water. And numbers 16 and 17 are running around on the deck now. Bernard is going to take a 5-foot step and attack Toty. Wow, that sucked. Can Toty reduce that damage in any way?
No.
Okay. And Bernard is going to use his strike and dash since he attacked. He can now move 30 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. So he's going to come up here and say hi to Dorothy.
What? Impossible.
He can't attack her this round, but
Quick
he's
question.
going to say hi. Yeah.
Would he not have provoked attack of opportunity from me?
No. Because he uses strike and dash. Basically, it lets him disengage and move his speed.
Okay.
But I get what you're asking.
Man, their AC is low.
Yeah. They're kind of like sacks of HP. Andy.
Oh, Bernie's over there. I'm gonna have to take care of that. Pew!
Oh, about to get pwned.
Nice.
Okay.
Bye.
So in
Bernie.
dramatic fashion, as you shoot Bernie in the back, the last remaining charge blows on the sea dragon. Screams from below deck cry out in pain. The people that are on the deck start jumping out off into the water to try to survive.
Oh, but the sharks have come and they just.
No. I mean, you
Actually,
spoke
you're
it
not
to...
wrong.
Are they-
there are
are
a
they
couple
baby
sharks out
shark?
there.
I was literally just about to say baby shark.
Mm.
That is so freaking funny. Oh god. I missed. Oh yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so the remaining pirates and thugs are going to drop their weapons and surrender. Because at this point, they don't have a ship to go back to.
No witnesses.
Hmm.
No witnesses.
They want to jump overboard. Maybe we can compromise on that.
No witnesses.
And just so you know, there is an enchanted sword, short sword, on Bernard. I'm just clearing off the combat tracker here. Okay, so that is the end of the combat. I just want to point out that I seem to recall this encounter going pretty poorly the first time around as well. I think this encounter was a little overtuned, I think. Just to kind of give you an idea of what was supposed to be in it. The captain, the 2 mercenary crossbowmen, and then 31 mercenary crewmen, pirates and thugs. And it didn't specify, how many pirates, how many thugs. It just said a mix. So I went with 2-to-1 pirates to thugs.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when it was originally a 4E module,
Yeah.
so those would have all likely been minions. So they probably
A
would have
good
gone
portion
very.
of them were minions, yeah.
What's a minion?
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, you figure with like some of the characters' area attacks would have cleared
Yeah.
out a good chunk of those minions there.
Now it does say, it lists here that if the ships are adjacent, moving between them just counts as difficult terrain. I felt that Captain Smith wouldn't have been like right up next to it. He wouldn't risk his ship like that, so that's why I had them swinging across as a move action.
Yeah, it makes.
Lastly, the ship is going to sink before you can board it and search it for anything useful, unfortunately.
I don't think any of us were planning on going over there. So
I'm
tell
just
me,
saying.
answer me truthfully, Lee. You weren't gonna let us just explode it, were you?
No, I wasn't going to let you just sink it. Because
No,
I spent
'cause
most of the afternoon
why
prepping this.
reward ingenuity?
Yeah.
I still
Yeah, exactly.
rewarded you. I mean, you didn't have to fight like half of the encounter.
Oh yeah, but what I'm saying is like, I mean, I don't. Did we go over and actually see Dorothy's flub?
What flub?
Where supposedly she made a noise.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I failed a stealth check.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he actually post it?
I actually don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you rolled it in the open.
No, because
No.
you told us that we
Yeah.
had to go over and do it and thing. And Dan's been actually a good little boy because because Dan's big
Hold
time.
on.
But he
Mhm.
rolled it in the
I
tower.
failed. You make an entire party make stealth checks, and most of them aren't trained in stealth. Someone's gonna fail. That's why
Here's
you do
Dorothy.
it.
Here's Aera. And this was the perception from the captain. Just so that you know, I'm keeping honest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honest-ish.
Yeah, honest, because I mean, I could go over and type like
Mhm.
numbers into the modifier deck and say that that's it too.
I dragged and dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say honest-ish is because just calling for the entire party suddenly to make stealth checks is pretty obviously you needed someone to fail something.
Mm-hmm.
You were fishing for a failure on that one.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
let's be
Otherwise,
kinda
we would have been doing that
was.
every
I kinda
time. We probably
was.
wouldn't have sent everyone.
I kind of was fishing for it, but I mean, had you made it, I suppose I would have had to have let you blow up the ship completely,
Mm,
let it sink.
yeah, that was never gonna happen.
Probably not.
No.
So it looks like we have one. I'm double checking. Looks like two more encounters in this section of the module, and then let me load up the other one.
Well, Andy, I just saw your picture of the train. Even more appropriate now than when you posted it.
A lot of this third portion of the module is like role playing appendices. But I see one. Two. Maybe three more encounters. Four more encounters total in the module. Like combat encounters. With a little bit of roleplay. So probably 2 to 3 more sessions, I would think. And we'll wrap this one up.
Till we can level.
Yeah,
Wow,
I know.
some bullshit.
And then, like I said, we'll do a short, like 1 session long side mission so that we can try to get Gargenyn a magic longsword. But other than that, that's what I had for tonight. So you are clear to go. Thanks
Yeah.
everyone for
Alright.
coming. Hope you had fun.
Actually, I wanted to chat with you for a second.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm just thinking that I originally said I didn't want to go Warlock with Dorothy because I didn't really like have a reason. It would just be random to do it. But now that she's like basically worshiping the voice of Rot, you know.
Worshipped by.
Oh
voice
yeah,
Rot.
you know, worship by, of course, obviously, lent power from her grateful servant.
Good lord.
But now that she's doing that, I feel like it's more like
Appropriate.
thematically it makes sense. Yeah.
Great.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because there's
But the-
nothing quite as good as a evil little girl.
The
So
problem with it, though,
you don't have the charisma to support it?
well, that's two problems. The first is that yes, I would probably need to do a character rebuild in order to at least a little bit, not like a rebuild, but like a futz it, like switch a couple things around to make it passable.
Okay.
And then the other thing is I'd have to like I wouldn't want to take the celestial pact or patron. I'd want to take the Fey patron, obviously.
Okay.
But the only way that the other cleric, the other warlock cleric that I played worked was because I worshipped the celestial patron. If I do the Fey patron, I'm not going to have enough healing really to be the group's main healer. I mean, to be honest, I'm already kind of I feel pressed with the healing resources I have. And you even gave me the gun, which is really nice.
So what are you asking?
I'm saying I'm not sure if I want to do it, but if I do it, I think there needs to be some like A, I'd need to tweak the character, and B, I'd need to see what's really feasible so that way we could, continue to play the game and not have everyone die.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
So do you have something in mind?
I mean, for tweaking the character, just mostly just fix the stat.
Well, I meant for like the actual pact.
Making it for making the pact. I mean, the only thing that I could think of that would make it not like completely terrible. A second, let me go pull up the radiant or the celestial pact.
All right, I'm out. I'll catch you guys later.
Night.
All right,
Yeah,
see you
night.
later.
Good night.
Because you get healing light, and then that gives you a little extra healing. You can give everyone 10 hit points every time we short a long rest. That's a little healing, but that's way later. Yeah, I mean, the only thing either A, sub one of the powers in for from the Fey path for the healing light power, so I get up that pool of D6s to heal people. Or the other option is just give me the celestial path, and I just we futz it and say that I'm worshiping the voice of Rod anyway, even if it doesn't really make sense.
I feel like we could hybridize a little bit because the voice of Rot, while it's Fey, its domain is really over death and undeath. So, like,
I see. You want to create like a custom patron?
Well, I wouldn't say like totally custom. I would say I would probably want to like cherry pick a couple of features from the existing ones and kind of put them together. But what's your concern as far as the healing aspect?
I mean, like when we get to higher levels, I'm not going to have a lot of the healing power that would be expected of a cleric. Like I'm not going to be able to like dash out like 70 hit point heals in the middle of combat like I would
Right.
if I kept being cleric.
So how does your other cleric warlock work? Like
The
how
other
does it
guy,
sustain heals?
two things. One, it was a life domain cleric. So all right, so it automatically had 2+ spell level added to every healing spell cast. Then it had the channel divinity was the healing one. And I think that gives you basically a pool of hit points to heal your whole group from when you use the channel divinity power.
Okay.
And aside from the fact that you automatically memorize like all the heal spells. Well, that would have gone either way, honestly. But it's those three things. It's the healing bonus power. Actually, let me pull that up. Yeah, whenever you use a first level or higher spell to restore hit points, they gain 2 plus the spell levels in addition to the healing. And then channel divinity, healing energy restores a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Yeah.
Like I have a couple ideas, but I'd have to sit down and look at it. Did you ever play World of Warcraft?
No, but I mean I know a little bit about it.
So something kind of like the idea of a Shadow Priest, where
Mm-hmm.
part of their kit is to do damage and heal allies, a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it might be along that line.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I don't think there's also any invocations from the warlock that actually help with healing, as far as I saw.
I
I'm not
don't
sure they
think
get.
there were.
Yeah, and they don't really gain. They gain like controllerly and damage spells naturally as a warlock,
Right.
and some utility stuff. Well, okay, there's one thing. Like if you take the Pact of the Chain and get a familiar, whenever your familiar is within 100 feet of you and you heal yourself, you gain uh, max healing on all the dice rolled.
Yeah.
So that's it. I don't think there's anything else that helps healing. Oh, that's not true. I'm sorry. If you worship the Raven Queen and you do something, you also gain hit points.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll have to look at it because I feel like there's an opportunity there to mix between the Undying and the Celestial packs a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm.
take, you know, some from the Undying and then take some, like the healing feature from the Celestial pack, but do it in like there was a I shared a clip or a snippet last time. Let me find it. This. And it talked about the people that were forcibly resurrected have like a, a rotting snake or something crawl out of their throat when they revive.
Mm-hmm.
Which, it's got that kind of creepy, kind of undead, kind of not kind of feel to it.
Mm. You mean like have that be kind of an ability to kind of replace?
Not necessarily an ability, but kind of use that as inspiration for its kit. Like
I see.
it's not like just straight up healing. It's like there's some kind of creepy side effect to it. Not like a negative or anything. It's all just role play, but
I see. So, but yeah, kind of reflavor it.
yeah, it says
that
when
way.
he dies or regains consciousness, a half-rotted snake will slither out of his mouth.
Hmm.
Because Andy will love that.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be very excited.
Yeah, we can try to work something out.
I mean, we have a minute.
Yeah.
Because I mean, technically, I think the build actually took a 6th level of cleric, but I would probably want to hop on the warlock train ASAP.
Yeah. So with the warlock, you don't get a whole lot of spells right off the bat, but
Nope, you gain.
they're like recovered every short rest.
Yeah, you get 2. Yeah, well, actually, I'd only get 1 extra spell slot.
At least
Until
to start with.
Yeah, until I got to level 2, and then also got invocations.
So yeah, it's definitely worth looking at, and then because I could see it being like a hybrid of like a little bit of damage, like a static number of damage, allowing you to heal an ally, kind of like the celestial one, but I'll look at it. But for right now, I gotta get going. I've gotta go start driving for the weekend.
It's fine. I just really wanted to point to see, to give you the idea of what I was thinking, and then worry about it later.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can definitely put something together. Making sure it's balanced is gonna be the bitch.
I mean, it won't be that hard
'Cause
as long as people don't die.
I don't want to. Well, I mean, even if they do die, it's not like it's really gonna affect you that much. Because I mean, if you're working for the Fey Titan of Undeath,
Well,
you
I
kind
mean,
of
he'd
got
be
an
working.
automatic in there.
He'd be working for me, obviously, as Andy said. So, all right. Anyway, I'll let you go. We'll think about it, and we'll worry about it. We'll worry about it next session or
Okay.
over time.
Yeah. Okay. Hey.
What's up?
Speaking of the Raven Queen pack, that was Unearthed Arcana stuff or playtest stuff early on, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't remember.
I thought it was. I'll have to look at it.
Yeah, it's from Unearthed Arcana. You're right. I could see it on this page.